Morning. Ain't you a big girl? Ain't she a pretty girl? For some reason, she really likes my office chair. Hey, Mary. So this is our Lily. She's a big girl. Can't remember how much she weighed when we took her to the vet, but she's a big girl. Um, she's a little bit off the wall, though. One of her favorite places to sleep is in the sink. Isn't it, Lil? Or my office chair. You ready to get down? You can if you want. Okay, we'll let you down. There you go. So anyway, she has decided to take off there. And she's a pretty girl, but she's not always thrilled to be with us. So, well, that's not quite true. She doesn't like to be alone. So she has important things to do, probably. Hi, Priscilla. She's probably going back to the sink. She does like the sink. Or she's going to go insist that to her, to my daughter, that she's hungry and needs to be fed, which is a bunch of bunk because she eats all the time. I think part of that is, well, most cats don't like their dishes empty in the first place, but the house that the family that relinquished her to the shelter had 4 dogs and 6 other cats besides her. So I suspect that part of her need to be eating all the time, hi Becky, is because she didn't get enough. So so yeah, she feels like she needs to have her food dish empty, full all the time. But then so does Finnegan, and you know, I think it's a cat thing. So, oh, this is a little bit won't. See if I can, there, that's better. So, hi Priscilla. So we have, I've got my FOC stuff back out again, trying to decide how I want to make this pendant with our big pretty bead. Because that's what I think we're going to work on today. So, we've got 2 of the button beads left, as well as the big pretty bead, and of course a lot of the other beads. Not going to put these in because they're sort of, or the little Saturns, though I could, except for, I'm not sure, could hang it. Now make those into earrings later. So I've got some beads out, and I got from Beadbox Bargains, I got some of the rosary chain that they've got made up. So I was thinking we could use the rosary chain because it's the iridescent color. And hey Karen, hi. You like your dish full all the time too, Karen? Yeah. So it matches the vintage beads pretty well, I think. I only have 2 of the vintage beads left, but I was thinking I could take this chain, and even though it's lovely beaded chain, I could still open it in a few places and put some bead strands, our own made bead strands in a few places. And then of course we can make a pendant for our Hey, Dorothy. But, or if we wanted to do something, if we wanted a double chain, we could use this chain as an upper chain, sort of like we did with the sage branches. And then do a another rosary style chain, or, you know, with 3 or 4 beads per loop in a lower one with the little moon hanging down from that. Actually, I sort of like that idea, so maybe that's what we'll do. So yeah, I like that. I think we'll get a ring and put this onto a ring and then have some regular, more plain chain at the back. And then we'll make another loop with some beaded pieces. So yeah, we've been really cold here, and then the wind was really blowing the other day, but it settled yesterday, and I think it's warmer today. So let's turn down and we'll get thinking about this a little more. I may have to run to get a few odds and end pieces, but I think we can figure it out. 24. You know, I think that might be about what it was here, to be truthful. But it has, it's supposed to get up into the 40s this weekend, which, you know, is like, whoa, really? Does it do that? But, oh, I don't have to go searching for rings. There's some right here. I've been putting so many things away that now that I need to look in boxes for things anymore. But the bigger boxes that I was using for the charms that I showed you folks the other day, I did decide to put the smaller amount of charms into the littler boxes that I got from Amazon and Temu that were littler than I wanted them to be. And then if they have lots of charms, I'm going to leave them in the bigger boxes. But then I started putting beads in the bigger boxes. In fact, I've got a box of orange stuff that has all the orange beads I just got from Randy, and some carnelian and stuff like that in it. So anyway, let's turn down and I'll show you what I'm thinking about this. Turn. There we go. So I got these silver rings here, and I'm thinking we'll just hook the chain onto the silver rings, however much we decide to use here. Then we'll make some more rosary style chain, but this time it's going to have more beads than just 1 or 2. I thought about just doing an entirely beaded chain, but I don't think we need to do that. Though when we do put the moon on, we are going to want to put it on one. Still could do an entirely beaded section that would come down lower here with our little moon below. But we could use, oh, there's some pearls in there. Let's separate the pearls out so they're not. More pearls in here than I thought. We may have to incorporate the pearls into our necklace. I think that's it. And we still have these over here as well that we didn't use from our other bunch from last week, which Now I've got, we want that green one out though. So we got lots of beads left. We also have our 2 iridescent button beads, as well as some crystals and crackle beads. So all kinds of things we can use here. Since I only have 2 of these, though, I'm thinking of, since they will sort of match our moon as far as the iridescence is concerned, I may keep those for some earrings. We can use the little Saturns on the earrings too. So put this on here. So you're up to, you're making earrings, huh, Mary? Hey, Connie. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a length of this, or just open it up and take some off, since it's got, you know, it's rosary chain, it'll open. And I'm thinking like this length. So I'm just going to open one of these rings up. Get out of the way, you. Take this off. And oh, I wonder if their rings are big enough they just fit on the without jump rings. Let's find out. Lil, what are you doing? Okay, needs to be a little bit closer in. Okay, that one does. Let's see about the other side. Huh. The ring that's bigger on this side, this one is on the bottom. So I might open you up. We'll take you off here, put you on the ring. Come on. Okay. Now we'll open up the bottom one and put it back onto the, which is quite a bit smaller of a loop, and put it back on the chain. Didn't open it enough. Okay. Oops, don't lose the beads. So now we have the chain, beaded chain portion. And now we need to decide, put you aside so you're not in the way, if we want to string this or make beaded sections. I think maybe we'll make beaded sections. Yeah, this is my regular scheduled live. I have a live on Tuesday and Fridays normally, and since Randy did Coffee Talk this morning, I sort of went back to doing my own live for a little while. It's just one of those things for a bit. Looks like next week on Thursday, I start back to doing Coffee Talk again, which is fine. My normal schedule is recorded videos on Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 10 a.m. And then I have a live Tuesday and Friday at 10 a.m. And, well, Mountain Standard Time, because I know you guys all have different times than I do. And then, of course, I have the members live on, come on, Rose, think. Do the members live on Thursday afternoon. Okay, that's 18. I want 20. Where's my 20? There we go. Wonder if I still have. It's gold. I should have some. Okay. These eye pins are pretty old, but might as well use them. Though sometimes the eye breaks, which irks the heck out of me, but that's the way it works some days. So now we have to decide how we want to do these. There's another pearl. Keep finding pearls. Figured we'd do sections like this and just put it together like a rosary chain again. And then it would be a little different down the back side. Hey, Sid. Hey, Cynthia. Hey, Kimberly. Oh, thank you. So now I have to just decide how I want to do my little sections here. Do I want to make them bigger than this? Because they can be. I mean, you don't have to have just a tiny one like that. Could be a bigger section like this. Maybe I'll do this, and then I might put like the crackle and the pearl or crystal and a pearl every once in a while. But I figured I'd use the eye pins because I can open and close them, of course. And then I can use my looper. Well, if I can find my looper, it's not in its normal spot. Oh, it fell. Come here, you. Must have hit it with this steel block and it fell out of place. So loopers are not my favorite tool, to be truthful with you, but I don't like to make simple loops, and they make simple loops very nicely. So we'll just push it onto there, push it all the way down, and pop, and do a little bend, and open her up, and she's not quite closed, but that's normal for this thing. So I usually just take my round nose pliers and go into the loop and give it a little bit more to finish it up. And then we'll open it up later and connect to them. So probably going to make a few like this one. I didn't put any spacers in there. Naughty me. That one has to come apart because we're not having no spacers. That just doesn't work. Anyway, for me, it doesn't work. Heck, I'm more known to put multiple spacers in than to leave a spacer out. Oh, stop. There we go. That's better. So to use this, I just put this through right here, and then there's a hole back in the back you want to go into. And then I hold this side so that I can push it all the way up, bring it over, and I bent it a little bit too much there, but that's all right. We can straighten that some. So there we go, number one. And then I have to decide how I want to make have the secondary pattern, which these are the other beads. And we could do crystal. Oh, I like that crystal. That crystal's pretty. Maybe we'll go with a purple and a spacer. Crystal. Pearl. I can't make very many of these because I don't have a lot of crystals and pearls. So there's my secondary one. So frankly, do I want it to be that long? That is the question, because of course it won't have as much flexibility as the rosary chain will. Oh no. Yeah, Randy's live did end and she restarted it a few minutes later. She's doing actually pretty good considering. So I'm pretty proud of her. So I'm thinking, is this too long? Do I want these because this is a pretty long section, and do I want this that long, or should I just take the purple beads off and just have the crystals and the pearl here? Or I could do it the opposite way and have pearl and crystal. Which, let's see how that looks. Come here, you guys, over here. Start with the pearl. And of course, the however many pearls and crystals I have is what's going to say how many of these we make. I think we'll go this direction. And I'm not a big fan of simple loops normally, but I will use them if, if the project calls for them, which I think this one does, because this way I can just open the loops up, and instead of having to jump ring the things together, we can just loop them together. I wonder if I can find it easily. I have those beads that had the, not sure where they're at though. This style of patterning on them, like we used them in the one bookmark not that long ago. And I bought some extras. There's some carnelian that has to go into one of my boxes. I thought it was this bag, but maybe not, because I was thinking that that would go really well with the since these has this patterning on it, and I didn't want to put these two in there because there's only the two of them left. So let's get you out of the way so I don't have you taking up space on the desk here. Where did I put those at? I hope I didn't take them back to the bedroom. I've been doing a lot of my dividing and stuff in the bedroom, so sometimes I've taken some things back there. And I really think if I could find those, those would make a really good addition to this. But of course, they're not right at my fingertips. What else is new, right? When you're looking for something, it's the one thing you can't find, it seems. Whole bag of spacers that I haven't got put away. Well, maybe we won't do that, because I'm not finding them, and I don't want to look for them for forever. Geez, I keep finding more spacers, and I thought I had put them all away. Not that that's bad, because I love my spacers, but I think I took them in the other room, maybe, because I did take 2 bags of beads in the other room. It's because I was looking for something. Oh, well. I have less things here, so I should be able to find them if they're here, but I'm not. Oh well. I guess that idea will have to be hashed. So anyway, we'll just make some of these up, and if I decide that I have to have the other beads, then I can always go and get them. I'm pretty sure I know where they're at. It's just a matter of going to the other room to get them, which I don't really feel like doing. And unfortunately, I don't have an intercom system like Randy does. Shannon has been such a godsend to Randy. She's been with her since she had her stroke. And, well, not since exactly. The doctors advised her to cut back on what she was doing, and so she hired Shannon, which was a good thing, because Shannon's a nice lady. Remember when we made the bracelet the other day and I made the finding because I couldn't find the style of like this, except for with 3 in copper. I found Auntie's Beads had some, so I ordered some. So I will switch that out when it comes, actually. So. Oop. Okay, there's 4, 5. Ooh, look at the flash on that crystal. Isn't that pretty? Okay, stop with that many on this size. We'll go do some of the other ones. Oh, there's pearls in here. I thought I'd taken them all out. Now, even with doing them the little single loops, if I wanted to, I could just decide to go ahead and jump ring these so that they'd have more movement with them, which I still could do. Nothing's stopping me. There's another pearl. Pearls just are coming out of the woodwork. So anybody have anything interesting going on this weekend? Oh, yeah. I need to do that too, and I don't want to. I hate doing taxes. I have great respect for Kimberly and those folks who do it for a living because it's like, ugh. It's probably my least favorite thing to do. But, it's income tax time, so you don't really have a choice. I guess part of my problem with doing income taxes, I don't like people telling me I have to give them more money than I've already given them. And generally they do. Ah, well. Okay. Now these done ones are starting to get, or, hooked up ones are starting to get in my way. So I'm going to start looping them here. Yeah, I do my own taxes and I hate doing them, but it's the way it is. My husband always says, "Well, maybe we should send them to a tax preparer." And I'm like, "And pay someone else to do it when I can just do it, even if I hate doing it?" No. The other day I was using this and realized that the wire didn't go into the hole over there on the other side, and it didn't didn't want to let go. And I was thinking that might be the reason it didn't want to let go, is because I didn't get the wire in the little hole on the other side. For those of you who don't use a looper, see there's a hole right here that the wire's supposed to go through. You go through here, but between this little thing right here, through here, and through the hole, and it here. I grab the end because I like them all to be going the same direction. So you go through here and get over to the little hole, go through the little hole, push it down tight against here, and then squish, and these two bars pull it around over that little loop to make your loop, and then it cuts it off. So it's pretty cool. It is a handy tool. Sure is easier than doing simple loops by hand because, well, frankly, I don't usually make simple loops. I usually do wrapped loops. So making a simple loop is sort of like It never feels right to me. It's like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? You bent it way too close, or I didn't bend it close enough because I want to do it because my natural inclination is to do a wrapped loop, but all these little excess pieces of wire are getting in the way. So now I have the crackle beads in there too, and like I said, I really wanted to use the nebula style because I think that would really bring the colors together as far as the chain and the little moon. And I used them in some of them in my bookmark the other day, so I know I have some around. I'm just not entirely positive. And I know I ordered some more because I liked them. So it's like, okay, you ordered them. Where are they? What did you do with them? So we have, I need some more spacers. So I'll be doing every other one. Unless I go find, and then it will go around this chain, of course, because this is going to be the interior one. And we need to make something special for this to sit on too. So it's gonna go down like that. Oop, you got a slight bow in you. And it's just gonna keep going around, unless, like I said, I go find or make some with the crackle beads, or find some of these other beads I want to put in here. I do have the crackle beads that we can add somehow. I don't have a lot more pearls, so we have enough to make 1, 2, 3, 4 more of those, the pearl links like this one. Oh, actually, that sounds sort of fun, Mary. An intergalactic bead show. Ooh. I put them somewhere safe. Yeah, Cindy, I did. I'm the same way, Mary. Simple loops feel like they just aren't as secure to me, and so I don't do them very often. I decided to do them this time because we got simple loops all through our chain anyway, so I figured we'd use them. But on the other hand, one of the things is these pins, for some reason, sometimes when you open and close them, they break, so I have to be careful of that. If they do, then I'll just restring them, of course, redo it, but I still feel, I mean, these look good together, obviously, and we do need to do something with our guy here. Just get a head pin and put him on. And we'll just put him somewhere. Come on. I got some little boxes, some more little boxes to put my pins in. I'm hoping I'll like them when they come. Because I've got pins just stuffed up there all over the place. And inevitably they got pins in them like this one does. There, we straightened it up. Put our guy on here. Got a pretty good sign, but we're going to put a spacer down here anyway, just to be on the safe side. Where did I put you in there? Oh, whoa, 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 no fall. I think I might put a crystal on the top here. Was there an extra pearl? I think I have an uneven number of pearls in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. There we go. That's pretty. No, sorry, this one is going to get a wrapped loop. So then this baby will, when I go to put him on, I think I'm going to put him in the middle of one of these. So I'm going to do this one's hole was filled with something. Now you can sit on here, right here, like if you were a spacer. I think we're going to put a couple spacers here. We're going to do a triple spacer. This one has something inside the hole, so we're going to fix that. So this one will, of course, be our bottom piece. I give it a little bit of a curve, since it is going to be at the bottom. So there's our bottom piece. You know, it's not going to matter because you can, if whoever gets it can switch the moon to whichever way they prefer because it is mobile. So I like this face. The crescent moon is cute, but I like this face better myself. So now we have how many crackle beads do we have? 4, 5, 6. So we could put crackle beads. I'm in that what do I want to do now phase. How do we want to do this? Do we want to just string the crackle up by itself and put it between like so? And then put, like, since there's only 3 per side, we could just do and either put it here and then put another one of these sections like this up the side over here, and then another crackle after that one. Just a sec. I just know I'm going to dump these all over the place if I don't do something here. So let's put you there. So then we could do the same thing over here with then of course the other chain would go in the middle here. Hey, hi PK. So actually, you know, that might be fine without the other beads because this chain is bringing the moon in and it's up there above it. So that might be good. But of course, then we have to decide how long we have to make this outer piece, since the inner piece, I've made it this long. And we'll just, of course, I can always shorten this if I think it's not going to be, if I think it's going to be too long. How long did I make this anyway? Out of the way here. Oh, it's only 12. That's fine. So 12, and then if I wanted it only 18, I could put another 3 or 4 inches on either side of regular of a different chain to finish it off. More of a basic chain probably. But I'm thinking that's going to work. I was thinking I wouldn't like it, but I think it's all right because the this chain pulls this in to the design border better. So I need to take and do up the crackle beads so that we can put these in. I don't think I have any shorter eye pins. Well, I might have a few. One. There's 4. Might as well use those 4 so I don't have to use my longer ones. Wrong. Put that one over there. Oh, this one's open. Well, I don't think I want it open to work with it here. I thought I had 6 crackle beads, but I only have 5 sitting here. That's all right. I don't need the other one because we're going to just put them in the pattern here. Oh, there's the other one right there. So I guess we are going to have to use some of the big pins because I only had 2 little ones left, or 4 little ones. I don't use these very often, like I said, so I never buy them anymore. I used to buy them all the time, but I never do anymore. Usually I figure if I need an eye pin, I'll just make my own. And actually, I shouldn't have thrown away that big piece because it was big enough I could have made an eye pin from it. But oh well. Done now. Where'd I put you? There you are. Come on. Hand slipped. Okay, there we go. Put this aside if I want to make any more. Okay, so now we have to start putting it together. And I probably need some more connectors, but oh, we're right at an hour. So did they find out how they got through into your computers again, PK? Hope that's finally fixed for you. Okay. Look at these two have hicked themselves together. Since this one's already open a little bit, we might as well use it to get this one on. And then get our come on, you. There. This loop needs closed some here. Oops, see, it just fell off. That's one thing with the looper, they always seem to leave a little gap, and so you need to check them to see if they need closed up more. This one does right here. Now I'm going to put the last of the ones for this side on, and then these three go on the other side. Now this is the side with the loop that was not quite closed, so we're going to close it right now and get this going better. Didn't open it enough. Now I think I'm probably going to have to make some more sections here, but we'll see when we get this side done over here. But there we go. That's what it's going to look like. Flip back up there, little guy. Ugh, what a pain in the butt, PK. Having to rebuild everything. What a pain. Okay, so now we're going this side, and then we'll see how much length we have and if we're going to need some more pieces. I do have a few more finished over here, which would be this one over here. And I think I have these all done the way I need them to go over here. Get off my finger. Let's see. This, 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 this. And yeah, this would be the next one. So I may just put that on right now onto this side. Come on. Now, if this side isn't quite long enough, we do still have two of the crystal pieces too that we could put up in there, the crystal and pearls. So we need to put this side together so we can measure it all together, see how it looks. But ta-da. Okay, this one is not quite closed all the way, so we're going to close it before we start. And this is the side that was open slightly, so we might as well try and see if we can get this to go slide onto here. Because if it will, then we don't need to open anything else up. It's already opened. Come on, you. Nothing like trying to put something together and your fingers just don't want to hold it right. Come on, go on there. You're right there. There we go. You know, on the live yesterday, I said that I was 68, and one of the ladies commented that she didn't, or I mean, I was 67, and she said she was 58 and didn't realize I was 67 because she figured I was younger than she was because I didn't look that old. Well, I was going to show you a picture that one of my sisters sent me the other day of my mom, who is 94, and and you'll see why I look younger. I have good genes. I don't think I got that close. No, it's close enough, especially since I'm going to open it so I can put it on the next rung here. But I'll see if picture of my mom so I can show you how young she looks at her age. Okay, we're at the this one. Okay. Bye, Cindy. How do I get past the feeling of, I rarely ever, I usually design all the stuff I make myself. So though there are times when I do see something and say, oh, I could make that. I know how to make that. And I debate, do I want to? But, I usually, if I do decide to try and use somebody else's pattern a little bit, I try and change something, just a little bit of something, so that, it's not the same per se, even though it's quite similar. So if that's an issue, that's one thing you can do to not have a problem with it. I always call that making it mine. So, because I will change things a little bit if I'm making something similar. It's just not always the same thing. It's just something that's close enough that it works for you, but not so close that it's the exact same thing. So, oops, come on, you. So here we go. What are you doing down there? You got a kink or something down there. Oh, wow, you slipped out. Very strange. Well, we'll have to fix that. There we go. So here's the outer ring. You guys stop twisting up. Okay. So this be the outer ring, and then we'll hook this onto the rings, and this will be the inner ring. And actually looks like it's quite a bit longer. Doesn't really need to be that long. But I think I might leave it that way anyway, because if I were to take it off these loops, then it would probably be too short. Oh. Yeah, I think it would be too short. But let's see if I hold it up and I've got it right here, And right here, with the crackle bead being the bottom one. Then it, of course, it's going to have to go on with the jump ring here, probably, because I don't have as big of. Now, if I push this down here, though, it's going to be quite a bit longer. Is it going to be too long that way? No, I think it'll be all right. So now we just got to get a couple of jump rings and put this onto the rings, the outer one onto the rings. And then we have to decide how to finish it up. Now, we're over time, of course. Do we want to finish her up? Do you want to stick around while I finish it, or do you want to go? Whipped cream with a cherry on top. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So we want to, as we put this in, we're going to want to place this in the middle, because when we put this on the ring, we want to make sure that we have it on the right side of it. Ta-da. And it could be shorter, this piece. If we took this piece out, it brings it almost right up to the other bead strand, though. See? And frankly, I think that's too close. If I decided I needed this to be a little longer, I could always get a couple of more links of chain out and break this and put it inside. So there is that option. So I need to get a couple of my silver medium jump rings. I know I had a few of them still sitting right here. I do. There they are. Tools are getting in my way. So we'll put these on, and then if I decide I do need a little more length down here, like I said, I can put like pull a couple of links off of the chain, and since it is rosary chain, it's an easy fix to put it on. Now we want to go to the outside of a ring. Though quite frankly, it's going to roll around some, so you could probably not have to be as careful with the first one. You do want to with the second one. So there we go. And I do think I do want a couple more links here. So instead of taking out something in our outer ring, I'm going to take and put like maybe 3 new links into the chain here. So to do that, since this is rosary chain, it's a really simple matter. Just get to the end of your chain here. And let's say we're going to put in 3. 3 sounds good. So we'll just simply open this ring up and take it off. Then we'll just break the chain somewhere in here. It doesn't matter where. Just pick a spot and open it up. A little bit more. Now we've got 2 open links as it is, the one there and the one here. So we'll just put this one on this side. Close the link back up. Now we'll go to the other side. And we'll take this open link and put it on this side here. And close this one back up. And now we've added a little bit of extra of the crystal chain. And it's a little bit longer, so it's going to hang a little bit better in my opinion. So then the only thing we need to do is choose what we're going to do for the back, which we can do easily. Turned. By using some regular chain, just choosing the length we want. Get some regular chain out. I have this chain, which will work just fine. And now we need to decide on our length. Now remember, when you're measuring your length of your necklace, you do the inner link. Because if you measure this one and I go, oh, I want 18, this one's going to choke you because it's like 2 inches shorter. So we have, with the rings, we have about not quite 8 inches. So that's 16. So I want this to be at least 18, so that would only be 1 inch. So I think we're going to get like 2 or 3 inches of chain, so it'll be like 20 or 24. Let's set this aside for right now. Measure our chains. I think we'll get, like I said, 3 inches on either side. That'll be 6. So we'll just cut it right here. Come on, get out of the way. Now you can do this next part, the next side, 1 or 2 ways. Just measure out a second piece, or if you want to be exact, you could count the links or hold them up together so they're right beside each other. I'm just gonna cut it. Because when it comes right down to brass tacks, this portion is not as crucial as far as being exact length, because when you get to the back, you're going to put your clasp on, which is going to add about, it depending on what kind you use, it's going to add anywhere from ½ inch to whatever. And then you're going to, but it's going to be uneven unless you use a like an Old Faithful, because Old Faithful would be the same on either side, but like a toggle clasp or a lobster claw, the lobster claw is going to be longer than just your jump ring you hook into. Your toggle clasp, your round part, the female part is definitely bigger than the male part, because the male part just slips into the female and then goes sideways, but it's, it's usually a bar, so it's not nearly the size that that your other is. Okay, now get this untangled again because we need it to be sitting the proper way when we put these chains on. So we don't want to like put it right in between here. We need it to be up here. So we'll open this up. Now, if you had wanted to, you could actually have put the crystal chain behind the back or any other kind of chain that you preferred. I just figure this is the back. Who cares if it's real fancy? Now, if you had your hair up, you know, you'd see the back, or if you have really short hair. But like for me, if I was wearing it with just my hair down, who could even see this portion of it? But this is not an ugly chain, so it doesn't really matter, in my opinion, unless you used something that just didn't go, if you know what I mean. So now we have our chains on, and this is the back portion, so it'll hang like so, like this, with our crystal chain in the middle. And now all we got to do is put on our findings, and we're done. Come on, don't go falling off the table. So now I got to decide what I want to use for this part here. I do have some Old Faithfuls, so these are bronze. I think I have some silver ones here somewhere, but I'm not positive of that. Oh, those are lobster claws. They won't work, will they? Huh, guess I don't, because there's no more here other than these three, and I would have swore I had some more here, though. But if I do, I've shoved them back somewhere. So we'll just use the lobster claw that came out first. Come on, go in there. Go back. Extra goodies here. Make sure these are working good. Yep, it is. Now we need those jump rings again. So we want, I'm going to go with a medium one for this side, which I haven't been able to find my medium bottle for a while. I'm going to have to find it. But I have some extras here, so I only need one. And my large is right here. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to do that. So we'll open this jump ring up. And here's what I was talking about. See, this is a lot bigger than that. And so it's not going to make much difference as far as length is concerned back here. So put our lobster on, close that up, then put our jump ring on this side for it to hold on to, and we'll be done. Go. All finished. Hook that there. And there's our necklace. Come here, you. Get down here where you belong. An anatomy lesson. Oh boy. Well, it is a female and male part. So let's turn up and flip. There we go. So there she is, all finished. Oop, come on, get the right way. You want to go over that direction. That's not acceptable. So, ping. So there she is, all done. I like it. I think it turned out nicely. And our little moon can face either direction. That's the crescent side, and there's our face. Come on, face, turn that way. So, all done. So this is flipped a little bit here. Come here. It might be the way I have it hooked too. Come on, go that direction. There we go. So, all done, except for now our moon is turning sideways. Turns the right way. There we go. So I like it. I think it turned out cute. Hope you enjoyed making it with me. Per usual, we're half-hour overtime, over our hour. So I should just tell you that it's an hour and a half. Just be that way, because it generally is. It's befitting the moon. Thank you. So there we go. So most of these pieces were in my FOC, not the spacers, not the rings, and of course not this pretty chain, but all the beaded part and the moon that we used here. All these beads that were in here, other than the spacers, were in my FOC, as well as my little moon head face down here. So I think that this was a really good bunch this time that I got. For those of you who've never done a FOC, this is a challenge that Thunder Horse Descendant puts on, and you buy a bag of beads. You don't know what they're going to be, and none of them are the same. I shouldn't say they're not the same, because some of them have the same things in them. But it's not everything the same. It's like I had like 3 or 4 little bags of beads as well as the moon, and I know other people had the moon but not the same beads, and I know some people had the same beads but not the moon. You know, they're all different. So so they're really fun. I enjoy doing them. I get one every month. I believe they're now $9.30, which is really reasonable because she does put quite a few pieces in the bag. I've made the bookmark now, and I've made this necklace, and I still have these large hole beads, as well as 2 of the little Saturns, which I'm thinking of putting in a pair of earrings. The large hole not. I'll think of something else for it. And we still have all these beads, so I definitely can make something else. I'm thinking I will take these little pieces that I'd already done that we didn't use. Oh, darn it. I'll have to find that off the floor. And putting it on as a dangle with this iridescent bead to make a really simple pair of earrings that will match this really well. But I'm not sure. I might do something else. You never can tell. But I am going to use these for earrings. So that'll be fun. Thank you, Connie. I'm glad you like it and that you think it's pretty. Anyway, we're at 1:36, 1 hour 36 minutes. Definitely time to say bye for the day. I do have the pink bookmark, which I don't have beside me anymore because I put it in my Etsy shop last night. So it's up in the Etsy inventory. But that's tomorrow's video. If you want to watch another ribbon bookmark video, that's tomorrow. I haven't decided, what I'm going to do for Monday, since that one is my next recorded video, but we will be doing something Monday. And of course, we'll be live again next Tuesday. So for those of you who haven't joined my membership, if you want to join my membership, I also have a Thursday live for just members. And my membership is $4.99 a month. Like I say, you do get the members live on Thursday afternoon. We did that yesterday. Made a pretty fun pair of earrings. And you get the regular videos earlier than everybody else gets them. So, and when we hit 25 members, we're up to, I think, 18 or 19 right now. We're going to have a random drawing for my logo mug. So I think that's fun. So we're going to go now. And you're welcome, ladies. No problem whatsoever. My regular schedule next week will be different again, because I will be taking over morning coffee for Randy Brown again on Thursday and Friday, because she's heading to Bismarck to meet up with her fiance before they go down to Las Vegas to get married. So that'll be fun. And so we'll see y'all later. This has been Rose for In Rose's Garden, and we have been making this beautiful necklace, and I hope you enjoyed making it with me. So there we are again. There she is. So I think she turned out lovely. We'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.